Hi, this is Dr. Pike again for LDR330 Personal Leadership. This is Week 3, Chapter 6 lecture of the Effective Leadership book by Ronald Humphrey. Now we're going to be going over situational and path goal models of leadership. We begin this with Fiedler's contingency theory. This was attributed to Fred Fiedler in 1967, and he postulated that environment influences leadership effectiveness. There was either one or two things that needed to happen. A leader either had to change their style to suit the environment, or the environment had to change to suit the leader. Fiedler postulated that for leader-member relationships to be effective, there had to be positive relationships to equal productive environments. The task structure had to be clearly defined, and there had to be an understanding between all stakeholders, whether they be superiors or subordinates. He further postulated that position power was only real if the person in power had the ability to hire and fire, implement raise bonuses, or discipline in matters that concerned errors with the employee. In the Hershey-Blanchard situational leadership model, there was a stratification of subordinate maturity hierarchy that led subordinates from immature to unmotivated to lacking in experience, and then at the apex, highly skilled and motivated. They had to have readiness, and readiness is defined as the ability to do a specific task or job. There are four differentiating leadership models within the Hershey-Blanchard situational leadership model. The S1 is the telling style. It's very highly directive and low supportive. So I'm going to tell you to do something. S2 is the selling style, highly directive, highly supportive. I need your buy-in for this project. The S3 participating style is listening, praise, and participation. I'm going to be one of the members of the team that implements this change in directing us moving forward. S4 is the delegating style. This is where you set the day-to-day activities, and then you leave the employees to either achieve or fail. Path goal models of leadership include incentivized rewards, expectancy of rewards, path clarification, behaviors that are rewarded, task interdependence. People must interact to accomplish goals, and this is being part of a team. Directive leadership gives clear direction on how to do the job. Supportive leadership boosts the confidence of the participants in achieving things that they didn't think that they could do themselves. Participative leadership, as we spoke about before, is becoming a member of the team and guiding it forward. Achievement leadership is setting goals for the followers while being confident about their abilities. We have 11 key takeaways, and beginning on page 165 and 166, and I'm going to go over those takeaways. 1. Cruise to success by traveling with partners. If you're a friendly, visionary leader, bring along the task-oriented partner to keep you under budget and on schedule. 2. Who's behind the wheel? Your ability to take change and be directive depends on your relative influence. Use task leadership if you get along with your junior officers and crew. Know where you belong. And own the ship. It's a naval ideology. If you're relatively low on these, use your leadership skills to persuade others to go where you want to go. In the worst case scenario, be directive. Pick the travel locale or environment that matches your leadership style. 3. Treat even the lowest skilled squad members with consideration. Although there are situational models that recommend a telling style low on the support, these models may have little practical utility. 4 is to map out the route. Clarify the path to success by teaching followers how to achieve the goal and by rewarding them along the way with things that they value. Give people instructions only when they are anxious and don't know where to go. No one likes backseat drivers who give unnecessary directions. Car metaphor. Consider your crew when choosing your leadership style. Pick directive, supportive, participative, or achievement leadership styles based on the experience and skill levels of your sailors. We're back in the Navy metaphors. Let them take the wheel if they have the right experience and know the reefs. 6. Make every crew member feel important. Praise people to success and give public recognition when passing out treasure, a pirate metaphor. There's a lot of metaphors in this. Take command when the tasks are interdependent. When playing shipboard sports, use relatively more initiating structure leadership when the sport requires a high task interdependence, the team again. Use relatively more consideration leadership when the athletes are playing individual sports. 8 is to avoid mutiny. Demonstrate your right to command by issuing orders when you perform more complex tasks or have more knowledge and experience than your crew. When the crew does more complex work, demonstrate that you have at least the same value by directing the group activities. A high rate of issuing orders does not help you gain the respect when you and the crew do equally complex work. When you're the junior officer in 9, don't resent the captain just because he or she is giving the orders. Remember that good leaders also make good followers. When you are in charge, give orders to get the job done, not just to show others who's boss. 10. Lay down the law. Define the boundaries of work to be done. Specify the rewards and clarify the agreement by making clear the mutual outcomes expected. Don't use vague pirates' codes. 11. Like Captain Neutron Jack, sell off the clunker ships, train the officers on best practices, and share the treasure. Okay. So we've gone over a lot of metaphors in these key takeaways, but I'm certain that you can derive the good information that's trying to be imparted here in a tongue-in-cheek kind of way. The thing is to generate good buy-in from subordinates, one must be willing to do the same type of work. I'm not willing to ask any subordinate to do something that I wouldn't be willing to do myself, but they're there for a reason. Because of their expertise, because of their ability to fill the role, one needs to step to the side and let others shine and let others do what they're supposed to do. It's part of what we do at CBU. We help others to fulfill their purpose. I, as the professor, partner with you in your education to be able to attain a degree to go into the world and make it a better place. Well, in essence, this is a mentor-mentee environment in that we come together for a mutual goal. You go into the world with your professional degree, able to function highly within your specified career. I've done my job. The university has done its job, and people look favorably upon its degree. This is the end of the lecture for Chapter 6. On to the next book.